Hey y'all, it's Sheila. Hope you're having a great day. Scary face here. Putting on some makeup and just talking to y'all a little. We've had not a really rough night, but we've had a long night here. Lillie is sick again. I've already talked to the vet. Lillie has bouts of pancreatitis. There's usually reasons for that, but we cannot figure out what her reason is. She's on prescription dog food. That's all she gets. When she gets a treat, it's 2 or 3 pieces of her prescription dog food. And my son's dog he's a sweetheart, but he's rather strange. He will not eat in the house. In the dead of winter, 6 inches of snow, pouring down rain, he wants to eat outside. We let him. He wants to eat outside. She's not getting his dog food. We have a lot of grub worms right now. She's eaten those for years. I know, nasty, disgusting grub worms. She eats them. The vet said they wouldn't hurt her. They're just another source of protein. All right. She gets a prescribed amount of dog food. They actually increased it. She is hungry all the time. Hungry. Just starving, hungry, taking me to her dog food all the time. That's why they increased it. It's a high fiber, easy on the digestive system dog food. That's what she eats. So, we have nausea medication for her. She wanted to know if she was bloated. Told her not like before. Her stomach is a little distended. She hasn't eaten a foreign body. She doesn't have an obstruction. She gets like this every time. Every time she's been like this, the first thing they've done is check for an obstruction, and that she doesn't have an obstruction. I'm all over the place here with my makeup. I'm using an Avon lip liner. Friend gave me. Rather like it. The thing I don't like about Avon, I'm not going to name them all. You know, those beauty companies that you have to order from someone. I kind of like getting my hands on it now, or being able to go on a website and get my hands on it now. And I know they have websites, but I like Amazon. I like getting my hands on it now, but I really like this lip liner, and it might make me hunt somebody down and purchase one. I stopped and did that because I couldn't stand looking at those white lips in that camera. Anyway, the vet's like, has run all these tests. In another month, she's going to do another thyroid level. Wondering maybe if Lillie has low thyroid like her mama. Actually, no thyroid for me, but I'm using that little Rimmel highlight, contour, and blush palette. I am really liking it, just not for contour bronze. It turns orange, but I do like this little palette. She was a hair off. She was at that point with her thyroid blood work last time. She was 1 point away from being low. That could be causing some of her hunger problems, which are causing her to try and eat things that she shouldn't eat. I mean, the grub worms aren't going to hurt her But, you know, the vet said maybe with her pancreatitis, just any little thing will send her into a flare. If she's still the same in an hour or so, we're not going up there. If she's any different in an hour or so, we are going up there. They are ready if we need to. And we do have extra nausea meds for her. And some pain meds. She's not showing me signs of needing those pain meds yet, so we're holding off on that. That's what's going on with Miss Lillie. Our neighboring county, where we spend a lot of time, pulled a fast one for the 4th of July. They changed the night of their fireworks from the 4th of July to this past Saturday. And they did not advertise it a lot. We didn't see any fireworks. We didn't have any neighbors doing any massive fireworks. We didn't have any anxious, upset dogs, but fireworks don't really bother our dogs. Thank goodness they don't bother our dogs. We did go to Faith, North Carolina, and David got very upset. It was funny. Faith is a very patriotic little town about 30 minutes from us. A lot of presidents of the United States have gone to Faith for the 4th of July. I can't remember all of them, but Faith is really into the 4th of July. They celebrate the 4th of July for a whole week. We do have a county fair that comes around every September, but the week of Faith 4th, that's what's called Faith 4th, they have like a miniature little fair with rides. They don't have like petting zoos and that kind of stuff. But they have all week long. So we rode down there and David got upset. I laughed my head off. He got upset because they didn't have a tilt-a-whirl. They had a scrambler, but they didn't have a tilt-a-whirl. What is the Faith 4th or a fair without a tilt-a-whirl, Sheila? Just what is going on here? They don't have a tilt-a-whirl. I was laughing my head off at him. I said, honey, do you want to ride the scrambler? He said, no, I want to ride the tilt-a-whirl. I said, when is the last time you've been on a ride? He said, I can't remember, but I had my heart set on riding the tilt-a-whirl, and they don't have a tilt-a-whirl. I didn't use any concealer here on my dark veins today. I guess y'all noticed that. I'm noticing it now. Anyway, they had a little set up their food system. At first I was kind of aggravated. I thought, you know, this is just a pain. But then I realized their little system they had going on ensured everybody got a piece of the pie. Everybody. Every food vendor there got a piece of the pie. You walked up to one vendor and you could get a hamburger or a hot dog. No chips, no fries, no drinks. You walked up to one vendor and you could get a chopped barbecue sandwich. No chips, no fries, no drinks, no lemonade, no candy, no popcorn. Only barbecue. The other one was only hamburgers and hot dogs. You walked up to another vendor and you could get french fries and a corn dog. You walked up to another vendor and you could get lemonade or water. You walked up to another vendor and you could get soda or water. Everybody had or water in that served beverages, had whatever their beverages were or water. Bottle of water was $3. But I'm thinking, God, you know, they're running us from here to there to here to there to get something to eat. And then I realized, hey, these are all civic organizations. These aren't outside vendors doing these concessions, and these are all this town's civic organizations, and everybody's getting a piece of the pie, raising money for their organization. The Civitans, the Lions Club, the JCs, the American Legion. I can't remember all the groups, but everybody got a piece of the pie. Everybody down there got a piece, almost got a piece of the pie for me, because I bought water from 2 of them. And it was mainly senior citizens that were working those concession stands. I've noticed that in some of these civic organizations. It's mainly seniors that are running these organizations. I think that's great. Everybody got a piece of the pie. But there wasn't any pie there. There wasn't any pie at the Faith Fourth. But it'll be going on all this week. We're not going back because they don't have a tilt-a-whirl. But we enjoy riding down there. We rode to the lake for a while. Enjoyed watching the boats. Used to spend a lot of time at the lake. I was reminded of how much I miss that. We've been talking about that lately. So Lillie is, I can see her from here. She's perched up on my bed. She's showing no signs of distress. When she has pancreatitis, there's a lot of panting, can hardly breathe, can't be still, walks the floor, constantly wants to go outside. Because when she has pancreatitis, we have to limit her water. And she wants to go outside and search for water. She threw up last night prior to going to bed. She has not thrown up any more since then. That was like me. She's not at that point where she needs to see her because she's very familiar with Lillie doing this. Lillie's breed, Lillie's mutt. Lillie is half Jack Russell Terrier and half Springer Spaniel. We got her when she was 9 months old. Her and 2 of her siblings had lived in a crate. Yeah, lived in a crate. Sort of, and the vet agrees with me, we sort of think that the lady that had these dogs was a breeder and had a little mishap. Pancreatitis isn't common in either one of her lineage. It's not prominent in either one of her genetics. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. It's not in her lineage. But this is why I hate these big ones. Do y'all see what I'm talking about right there? I'm going to have to clean that up in a minute. But for right now, y'all just going to have to look at it. Because if I mess with it now, it'll smudge. I like the travel sizes. Anyway, I get a little high strung when something's wrong with my girl. She didn't have such a great life before she came to live with us. The lady that had her, when they were out, they were allowed to be on the bed, be on the sofa, but they weren't out much. I'm not saying the lady was mean to them. I'm just saying she wasn't that great to them either. They were kept in a crate. She told the Humane Society that she had to let them go. She wasn't treating them the way they needed to be treated. They were crated about 20 hours a day. And she brought all their toys, their crates, their leashes, their collars, their food to the Humane Society and said, I hope you can find good homes for them and don't have to put them down. But I'm not I'm not giving these dogs the life they should have. I admire her for that, but, you know, I do admire her. I admire her for making the decision to not have them anymore. Love that smell. But yeah, we've had all kind of lab work done, run all kind of tests, and cannot figure out why Lillie comes down with this pancreatitis. So, I've slapped some makeup on. I have a big old wart looking thing here on my face where I hit it with my It Superheroes mascara with the extra, extra long one. So now I'm going to get off here, finish getting ready. Do something to this hair that looks like an auburn colored football helmet. And going about my day. And I hope whatever y'all are doing, y'all are having a great day. I'm sorry for the ramble, y'all. I might not even put this up. Anyway, bye.